Hello.
G'day, boys. Okay. Do you... I'll wait till everybody's in first.
Hello.
Can somebody tell me, how do you make farmland?
Put water on land.
I think you should use a tractor.
What does a tractor do?
Dig the land, and then it gives places to make a farm, so you can plant seeds in there, and then
What was, before you plowed it with the tractor, what was there beforehand?
Soil.
Soil, so just dirt with nothing
Yes.
on it.
yeah.
A little grass.
Just grass?
You don't need grass, cause like fruits or vegetables need spaces to like grow faster.
Okay, there are some parts of the world that if you were to just take the grassland and turn it into farmland, it might work. Europe is one of these places.
Oh.
But even then in Europe, when you turn, you're not normally turning a grassland into a farm. What you're doing is you're turning forests into farms.
Okay.
Because forests grow where there's a lot of water. You need a certain amount of water to grow a forest. So, I mean, you can't grow a forest in the middle of, I don't know, outer Mongolia.
Mm.
You can have grassland there, but you can't really turn it into farmland very easily. By the way, if you want to know why America produces so much food, it's because they use that grassland, but they also take water from aquifers.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you normally want to turn something into a farmland, you either take a grassland, add water, or you find a place with water and get rid of the trees.
Okay. Americans' foods are greasy, actually.
Yeah. Circles. There we go. So I'm going to show you an odd picture. No, that's not big enough. Why is that not? Okay. How do I share screen? Share screen. There we go. Okay. This is a picture of something. Can you tell me what it is?
Coin.
Farmland.
That's farmland. What do you notice?
It's circle.
Why are they circles?
Because they like it in circles.
I think it's better to count it.
No, that's not. They don't. It's not because they like it in circles. That's not why they make it like that. So
Maybe they can see it better in the sky.
Is it because it's easier to cut the?
This is the thing that really made a difference in America. Was these? These are called circular sprinklers.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, now I get it.
Center pivot irrigation. Let me just.
Oh, so they have like a circular thing, like a long way of. Like,
It's like UFO.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Okay. So
they just go around and round and round.
Yeah. So this is what you would get if you make a farm in the middle of a dry place. You can see around the edges of there's not much really growing. And the way you would get that to work would be as if you had, there you go. So what they would have is in the middle of one of these is you have a well. You have a well or a bore. Sometimes it's just a well going straight down. Other times you get a pipe underground to there. Either way, you need to have water from underground. How do I clear that? Okay, so these things they just rotate these big things around one thing, and then they just spray the water over these areas. So this is your farmland in parts of America. Actually, they've managed to do this sort of farmland in Saudi Arabia.
Really?
Yeah. One of the problems is the water underground in the aquifers is they're using more water to farm than the water is going in. So they're actually running out of water. The water table keeps going down.
How far can the water spray? Like,
Depends how much water goes in.
oh,
Australia's got a bit of a different problem because there's not really enough aquifer and stuff there to do a lot of the farming using this circular method. I don't think they have a lot of aquifers. What they use instead is they use a dry farming technique. But that still means that they can't just do it in the middle of the desert. They have to find a place that's already wet. And places that are already wet tend to have forests on them. So if you could go to your Google Classroom, and if you could open up, there should be a Word document. Here we go. Soil salinity worksheet. Did you see where that was? On May 5th? How many of you do I have? Because I want to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm going to break you guys into 2 rooms.
oh boy.
Okay. I'm going to break you guys into 2 rooms. What I want you to do is I want you to read the instructions there. Have you already read the instructions?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I might read through it together with you right now. Just we'll read through it one time through, and then I'll break you into 2 groups, and I want you to draw what is happening. I want you to turn the information into a picture. Okay? And we can show each other those pictures. Let's go here. Let me hit the share button so we can all see. That's not the thing I want. I want that. There we go. Okay. Instructions start with, read the following essay and highlight any words you do not know. Some are already highlighted. So this is a Google document. You can edit this. At least you should be able to edit it. What you can do is if you go in and then you highlight something and say, I don't know what this word means. If you do not know what Australia means, you can ask Luke or Chloe. Okay. Yunjun, can I get you to read the first paragraph?
First paragraph.
This paragraph here.
Okay.
I will make that a little bit bigger to make it easier to read on the Zoom. There we go.
As European settlers spread throughout Australia during the 1800s, they cleared land for the crops and stock needed to feed our growing population. Large areas of forest were also cut down to provide timber for building mines and for building the house and sprang up in their wake. Toward the end of the 1800s, many trees ended up as railway sleepers, or as fuel for boilers in steam trains. Then, after World War I, we opened up parts of Australia to return soldiers who were given land for agricultural purpose.
Okay. So there's a bunch of words that you might not know in that first one. The two that I think you really need to know is stock, meaning farm animals, and agricultural, meaning farming. Is there any other words that you've really struggled with?
How do I highlight?
What are railways? Railway sleepers.
Oh, they're the bits of wood that go under the railways. So, if you have railways, that these are the rail. If these are the rails that the train runs on, underneath those rails, you have the bits of wood that hold them up.
Oh,
So that's a railway sleeper, the bit that goes underneath the metal.
okay.
How many zero is hectares?
I do not know how many zeros hectares is. Okay. All right. Where's the hectares? They cleared land for crop areas. They don't say hectares, do they?
No, I mean like 34 million hectares.
Oh, a lot of area. 34
Oh,
million hectares is a lot of space. I
yeah.
would actually be wondering how big area of Korea in hectares.
Maybe like octillion.
Okay, so there's 10 million hectares in all of South Korea. So when they say they're going to clear 34 million hectares, that's 3.5 South Koreas. Okay, that's how much farmland there is in Western Australia. Our farmland in one state is 3 times your entire surface area. This is why Australia, Canada, America, Brazil, and Argentina are 80% of the world's food exports. Okay. Can I get you, Josh, to read the next bit?
The although thing.
Although the intention.
Okay. Although the intention behind all this pioneering activities was good, the early settlers had little understanding of consequences of their actions for later generations. The total land areas of the agriculture Western Australia is about 34 million hectares, and the total amount of remaining vegetation covering now about 6 million ha. In the without possibly less than 5% of the original cover remains.
Right. So, just so that you understand, the amount of forest that was in Western Australia was 4 South Koreas. There's 3 of those South Koreas are now gone. 3.5 almost. This was a few years ago, so it might actually be up to 3.5, and we had bushfires. What are consequences?
The results you get for something.
Yeah, results. But how often this means often with a negative feeling. So you never say rewards. They did not understand the rewards of their actions. So rewards has a positive one, a consequence is like a negative one. It's a result, but there's a negative. Okay? They did not understand the negative results for later generations. Okay, so this whole thing basically can be summed up with the trees were removed. This is the heading, and this is the text. What do you think the reading level of this text is?
Quite low.
What grade level?
5th grade.
About that.
Grade?
The Australian education school system says this is for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so let's keep going down here to what happens. So there's, yeah, I'm going to change this and do that. There we go. All right, what happens when trees are removed? Kurim, can you read the next paragraph for me, please?
Trees act like pumps, using their roots to draw the water they need for growth. So as more trees are removed, more water makes its way down into the water table. This causes the groundwater to rise, bringing the salts from deep below into the root zone of those plants growing on the lower slopes. Consequently, the groundwater has risen over large areas of the state, especially in low-lying regions, where water from the cleared highlands accumulates.
Okay, so we had water table from the other day. I should have asked you what that meant. It's almost interchangeable in this particular essay where you have the word water table and groundwater. Basically, this is water that's underground. Okay. So, are you getting more or less water going underground if you remove the trees?
Less.
Less.
Less water goes underground if you remove the trees? Think again. What do trees do?
Oh, yeah, more.
Trees suck up the
Actually, more.
waters.
Right. So if
Soil.
you have
Soak up
a
water.
great big tree and you have a little, I don't know, what are they? A wheat field. The wheat field is going to be a lot shorter and a lot less water will be used by the wheat field. So a lot more water is going to go down underneath. Also, I think if you have something like a wheat field or a rice field, they plant rice in these places. The water, it requires a lot of water, so they add a lot more water to the surface. Okay. Can we not, please, just right now? What does this word accumulate mean? What does the word accumulate mean?
Gathering together.
It does have that sort of feeling. Yeah, it's gathering together, kind of.
Oh wait, sorry, increasing.
Increasing?
Increase.
Yeah, okay. Any other words? Gathering, increasing. I'm going to add adding. There's just more and more. If that kind of makes sense. So you get more of something. Especially in low-lying regions where water from the highlands accumulates, so it gathers together there. That works together. That works. Luke, can you read the last paragraph for us?
Okay. The length, right?
Yep.
The length of time between clearing and the appearance of saline.
Saline. Okay, you may not know what this means. So a saline seep is a salty area. We will see pictures of that on the ground.
Saline seeps depends on many factors. For example, the hydrologic characteristics of the cleared area, and the nature of the aquifer involved. Whilst the response time of several decades might be expected in a small localized aquifer, in regional aquifers such as that which exists in the
Mali. This is a particular.
The period may be substantially longer.
Specific region of gum tree forest. Okay, so there is a specific region of gum tree forest in Australia.
Okay.
That's called the Mallee Forest. So, okay. What does hydrologic mean?
Wait. It's weird. I can't see the screen. Okay, now I can. The period may be substantially longer. Clearing of the land almost a century ago may only now be resulting in dry land salinity.
What does hydrologic mean?
Water-based?
Yep. Water-based would work. Could be water behavior. Something like that. The way the water behaves. And aquifer?
Like water underground or something?
Yeah, but it's not just water underground. Is it a small amount or is it
Big amount.
big amount of
Big.
underground? Okay. All right.
What is will list?
What is what?
I don't know how to say it. After involved.
It's
Okay,
just
highlight
like
it.
wild,
Highlight
right?
it. Use the draw thing and highlight it, so you can highlight something like
Okay.
that.
Oops.
Whilst. It comes from the word while. So whilst is the, yeah, you can almost change it to while. Like we could change that to while a response time of several decades might be expected. It's almost completely interchangeable with the word while. It's not incorrect to use whilst, just it's an older use of the word. You can tell the person who wrote this uses older language. Okay? Anything else that's unclear?
What's a small localized aquifer?
Okay, so small means not big. Localized means it's not interconnected with other places, so it's one thing by itself. And an aquifer isn't. We have it here. Aquifer is big amount of underground water.
Okay.
So it's a small underground lake that's not connected to other underground lakes. Okay. Okay. All right. So it doesn't really explain to you one more bit of information. Australian soil is salty. I'll repeat that. I just added that little bit in there. Australian soil is salty. That's the last thing you need to know, is that the soil in Australia is salty. It's not an acidic soil, it's a salty soil. It's alkaline. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you a picture of soil salinity, Western Australia. Hopefully I'll just be able to show you a picture. So you can see, no, that's not a good one. You can see that the soil as it gets salty kills the plants around it. I'm just trying to find a good picture of soil salinity. Yeah, you can see it killing the farmland, but that's not a really good picture. This is bad soil salinity, but this is not the worst. Yeah, you can see that the rivers turn into these just salty streams.
Is that what happens when salt mixed
Wait,
with water?
why, Mr. Andrew?
Yeah.
Why exactly the soil gets salty?
The soil is salty the way it is normally. It's salty. I think it's because there's not enough mountains. So, the way you would have had the flood happen, and you know how Noah's flood happened, and you have all the water and then it goes down. Well, if the water goes down and there's mountain, all the salt will wash off, and then it keeps getting washed and washed off. keeps getting washed and washed off. But the way things wash in Australia is they do not wash and go out to the sea. They wash and go into the center. So all the salt that was on the ground stays there and never gets washed off into the sea. So the soil in Australia is naturally salty. It's different from other areas. I'm trying to find a really horrible picture. Yeah, so you get places that have salt literally coming up in the ground. Yeah, salt marshes, it's nasty. And when I say, yeah, okay, so this is actually where there has been a river carrying the salt and the salt's just being deposited. And this is not necessarily sodium chloride, that like table salt. This could be lithium perchlorate. It's just nasty stuff. Deadly to life sort of thing. If you have a salt lake, look at this. The edge just becomes a piece of salt. Yeah.
Why is the river red?
Because it's got salts in it and iron. The red comes from iron. There's a lot of chemicals in the Australian soil because they never get washed out. Okay? So, using this bit of information here, if you have your Google Docs open and your Google Classroom open, I'm going to put you into 2 breakout rooms. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. I'll check in on you. I want you to draw the process. What happens when you clear the land? What does clearing the land do to the soil, and explain how it works. So I'll give you the cue. Yeah, I'll type it into the chat thing so that you can read it. Okay, you ready?
Where do you draw it?
It'll just open up when you're in your groups. Open up a screen share. One person needs to open up a screen share, and then you guys will draw the process, and then after you finish drawing the whole process, you save the screen share, and you can show it to us later. You ready?
Wait, I don't get it.
Okay, you don't get it. All right, let's go.
Wait, but what if you don't know what to
Okay.
draw?
Step 1, read the Google Classroom notes. So 1, open up Google Docs on salinity. 2, get in breakout room.
On sanity.
3, right, open a screen share whiteboard. Number 4, draw what happens when you clear land for farming in Australia. Okay. Save.
How do we break down into groups in Zoom?
I put you in the groups.
Oh.
Save the whiteboard. 6, in main, get back into main chat channel and share your whiteboard. Okay, ready? Okay, I'm going to create these rooms now. Tell me if the Zoom group chat stays there. I'm going to copy this. Control copy. Okay, create chat rooms. All right. Open all rooms. There we go.
Oh,
These were randomly assigned. I did not pick them.
Oh, Mr. Hendra, we cannot see the chat.
You cannot see the what?
The chat.
Okay, there you go. I sent it again.
where's Luke?
Luke's not in this group. It's just the 3 of you.
Oh,
Okay. You
How
guys
do
have
I-
the Google document ready? Oh, cool. Kieran, you're going to be using your whiteboard? Great. I'm going to then jump into a different breakout room now. I think you guys have got this set. Does everybody have, the other people have the Google Docs with the what's happening? With the, yeah, okay. I'll let you get to it then.
Right.
How we going?
Aquifer.
Cool.
There's a water in here.
Mr. Draw, I cannot draw.
Good.
And when there is,
All right.
okay, how to draw salt. Oh yeah, I know. Wah, wah, wah. And then fill it
So just
with white. So make the sky blue. Ah, yes, there you go. Yeah.
So the person who's the evil artist that keeps causing problems is someone in this room, because nobody is whiting out stuff like this in the other room. Is it you, Sang-hoon?
Wait. I've got this.
wait, what's
There's
that
like the
bed?
salt coming out like this.
The salt's already in the ground.
It's coming down more. God is pouring salt on the ground.
Why are you pouring salt on the ground?
Because that's how it's meant to be.
Is that what the text says?
Well, no.
Oh, the
Okay,
salt
that's
is
what I want you to
rising
do.
from
I
the
want you to,
ground.
yes, the salt is rising. That's exactly right, Yunjun. Why is it rising? What causes it to rise up?
Because the water in the water table is keep on rising.
Why does the water in the water table keep rising?
Because there's no trees.
Okay.
Let's just
So-
say that these white things are.
Okay, I'm going to let you guys continue doing this. You've got about 3 more minutes to get a good explanation. You may want to label things and say what they are, because this is confusing. You might want to add a little thing that says this is an aquifer. If I see this big thing in the sky, I'm going to think there's a bed in the sky. Why is there a bed in the sky? And it's upside down, so someone's going to fall out. All right?
Okay, look, can you erase the whole thing again?
Everything?
I'm going to let you guys work together on this, okay? I'm going to see how the other group's doing now.
Hey, do I erase everything?
Yes.
And here comes Mr. Andrew.
A lot of waters.
You've got steps.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wait, what's number 2 again?
It's like after they cut all the trees and stuff, there's gonna be more water first.
Yeah.
My goodness, you guys are artists. Okay, I have no worries here at all. I'm just going to sit here and listen to you guys work.
Okay.
How do I? This is not undoing. What the heck?
Draw
there.
an X. Draw an X.
Yeah, I'm drawing it.
Yeah. And Josh, for number 3, can you draw like the land being dry?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can do it like this. Honey. 아니 뭐 그이라고.
I'm making a helmet for them to be.
Wow.
Hey, don't draw on that.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the other group. This looks good. That's an awesome picture of cutting things down. So clear. Okay.
Thank you.
You think you'll need 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes?
Wait, let me color this.
Maybe like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Wait, are you done?
That actually looks disgusting.
What looks disgusting?
Oh, the salt.
Hey, we need to make the plants dead.
Just so you understand, the aquifer is not salty.
What?
The aquifer is not salty.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, the soil is salty. The aquifer is actually fresh water. So
All right.
it's like a coffee filter or a sponge. You pour the water through, and you pour the water through, and all the salt gets trapped in the soil.
Oh, now I get it. Okay. I get it.
Erase the
Salt.
No, just cover it up. Cover it up. Just cover it up.
Wait,
You can do something else. Well, don't get rid of it. You can highlight them and just move them up a bit.
Oh, should he? Okay.
If you have them there, you can highlight them and just move them up.
So the soil need to be salty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll draw the aquifer.
This is the water.
Yeah, that's good.
Does somebody label it? I'll say aquifer.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. Do you guys think you'll need another 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 4 minutes?
Yeah, about.
Put it more brownish.
So I'll draw the salt.
You better not have too much brown water.
Oh no. That's not what we want. Who's keep drawing the sun?
I bet it's someone. But
What
it's
is
pretty
my
good
drawing
though.
options? I don't have I can't draw in here.
Of
Me
course you
too.
can.
Yeah, but I can't.
Oh wait. The plants cannot be blue. It has to be brown.
I think the ground need to be like a little bit
Yellow.
whitish kind of thing.
It's yellow. It has to be yellow. Okay. I'll put some yellow.
You need to have another. So this is the bit with the trees. The bit in the middle is the bit with the trees.
Yes.
And the bit at the side's the bit to the side, the bit that's being cut. So the water table doesn't have to be flat. You could have the water table here.
Wait, Joey, you tried to destroy our screen?
No.
What screen?
I just. Oh, I don't know what this request do.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fine.
So you have a higher water table over here where there's no. Yeah, that's it.
I just want to find out how I can draw.
Okay.
Oh, you're figuring it out. Good. And you can have the more white. You can have the more white, the more salt over here.
That one looks like the thing in the ocean.
It does, but after I put some yellow, it's gonna look great.
Yeah, but you need to. There needs to be a spot where the trees are, and where the trees are, the water table will be higher, and where the farmland is, the water table will be lower.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you have.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna erase this part, the whole part. I'm gonna put a tree over there. Okay.
So you have here where the water table is going up, and you have here where the water table is down. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Why is there that there? That's a tree?
That's a skinny tree.
It's supposed to be a tree.
Wait, where's the roots?
I'll draw the roots. I'll take care of the roots. The roots go down, down, down.
I think you might want to use black roots for that.
Yeah, I will get black roots. No, it's like
I think that looks great.
Yeah, I'll get like darker red roots.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's good.
Who drew the black string?
Me.
All right.
That looks great. Okay. All right, so it gets the water like this.
Looks like a blood vessel.
Yeah, but where the water is there, it's not going to have the. It's the wrong way round. Where the tree roots are, the water table goes down because when the tree root gets to the water, it sucks the water up, and the water's not there.
Leaves.
So your
But
actual
you just said it was higher in the tree part.
no. That's higher. It's higher in the farmland bit. So you see, you've got the wheat. You've
Oh,
got the wheat
come
in the
on.
center. It's the other way around.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right.
Yeah.
Put some more water over there.
Okay.
All right. That's a beautiful shot.
I bet we are much better
Yes.
than the girls.
No, they're pretty good as well. But
Oh
it's,
no.
what I find really interesting is that you two guys have done totally different things, and they're both really good. So I'm gonna get back to the main room. I'll give you another minute, and then I'll call you back. Okay?
What is other people doing?
I bet they are just like more knowledge. We are more artistic.
Oh wow.
Oh wait.
It is safe, but it's like so weird. I
We're
can't.
done.
I don't know someone's
Hello,
here.
guys.
Okay. I have no idea if that worked or not.
That
Kieran,
worked well.
you were the one that was sharing the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Can you try sharing your whiteboard now and see if it just pops up?
I saved the picture.
I know,
So
but I
let
want
me
to see if
share
you share
that.
your whiteboard now, what will come up.
No, I actually like screenshot it.
Cool. All right. You can talk about that.
Yep. So the first picture is like people cutting down trees and stuff.
Yep.
And then the second picture is like when there's no trees, the water like goes further down and then like water piles up.
Oh, no.
And then,
The water does not go down without trees. The water goes up.
oh, no, but like there's
Goes
more
up?
water in underground. Yeah, and then I didn't really draw the water
Tree.
levels going up.
That
But-
is a really handsome stick man.
He is
I
very
drew it. Nice.
So
Number 3, huh?
so which way, can you just annotate which direction is the water going up in box 2?
What do you mean which direction?
Like which way is the water going in box number 2? Is it going down or is it going up?
Is it going
Okay.
down, down, down?
Which direction is it going?
Or up, up?
Oop.
Okay, so it's going up.
Away.
Okay, so the water level's going.
Nice.
So it's a higher water level. Okay. All right, great. Okay, go to box number 3. What's happening now?
It
Who
gets
drew
dry.
red on?
Oh my gosh.
Who drew red on the X?
Oh no.
Oh,
Was it
Guys, I
Sanghun?
can erase it if you draw it.
Yay.
What erased it?
Okay.
imagine
That's
that tree
too
wasn't
mean.
there.
Okay. Can you tell what's happening in box number 3?
Okay, sorry.
It gets. Oh, Josh, you can speak.
Okay, so first of all, the structures. The circle bolting, that's a tumbleweed, and So anyway, it used to dry up because
Oh my gosh.
Guys, stop.
Guys,
so it's dried up.
It actually doesn't dry up. It gets wetter.
What?
Oh
Gets
wow.
wetter and
It
wetter?
The
becomes
sun-
more wet.
But Australia
How?
is
Oh, because like the tree doesn't take water, right?
Yes, because the tree is not taking the water, the salt goes up.
But doesn't it eventually dry out because there's no like trees and stuff?
Is the ocean salty?
Yes.
Does it dry up?
No.
It, just because there's salt doesn't mean that it's dry. In fact, the problem is the water is coming up to the surface and pushing the salt. Like, okay, if I was to have a sponge and I was to cover if I was trying to pour my coffee through the sponge, what might come out the other side is clear water. And then inside the sponge is all the coffee. If I then push the water back through it, the coffee is going to come out again.
So I'm just gonna highlight it blue.
No.
Okay. I'm actually pretty. I really should have done a bit more there, but I'm glad that I caught you now for this understanding, because I can see that there's been a misunderstanding going on here. How about we switch to the other group and see what the boys do. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So you need to stop. Yep.
I don't even know what happened in.
Try sharing your whiteboard.
Okay, I'll
See
try.
if it's still there. Is it still there?
No, it's not still
It's
there.
not. Did you save it?
We didn't have much time.
Did you save it?
You didn't save it?
Yes. I didn't screenshot it. I saved it, but
Try
it
to
didn't work.
screenshot
Okay.
it and suddenly ended.
That save function should be in your file explorer.
Where?
Okay, so go to documents.
Documents.
Yeah, if you go to documents.
I don't get it.
No. So come on, share screen. So you go to file explorer. You see this particular program? What you want to do is you want to go to documents, and then down the bottom there should have Zoom. Now Zoom should have geography 7th. Now this is currently recording for me, but inside here, I'll show you is the last one. One of these has there you go. It has a screenshot in the PNG file.
Oh
Okay.
no.
This is the one with you.
really?
Okay. Yeah, so this was the other day. Okay. Can you find in the filing thing?
I'll try. For me it's Finder.
Oh yeah, he used Mac.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I don't even know if it was saved. It was like everything was so fast.
Ampun.
Ended.
Can you guys draw it again really quickly?
Okay.
Okay, very quickly.
Maybe.
7 minutes. You got 7 minutes to draw and
7
explain.
minutes is a long time. Okay.
Come on, hurry.
All
Oh,
right.
it's 12:23 already.
All right. There you go. That's the water over here.
And I guess that's the pig.
Huh?
And there's that. No, that's that.
Did you purposely put the water underground?
There's the root. And the water goes higher over there, remember?
Yes.
Like right over here. Oh no. Like this. Like color.
Okay. So you can see how the water levels are higher where there's no trees. Is that what you're trying to show us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Thank you. Okay. Wait.
So inside the ground itself, there's so the salt is always in the ground. Okay, the salt is always in the ground. It's just that when you have it over here, all the salt is being pushed up.
Oh yeah. Wait. Is that? I think I found it. Wait. On
Yep.
that side. All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
So there's salt everywhere. It's just that over here, the salt gets pushed up to the top, where it then causes a lot of problems. If you
So
get,
the trees are good.
yeah, the trees keep the water level down so the salt doesn't get pushed up. You actually don't. You have all this area down here that has salt in it, which is not getting to the surface.
So the grass like beside this tree is good.
Pardon? Yeah, the tree.
Like the grass.
The tree doesn't get salt to the surface. The salt.
No, I mean, so the grass right over here, the tree right over here, the grass is
Yeah.
good, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but the one over
Like
on
they
this
are
side will be dead.
flushing with green, like
Yeah.
this.
It's what you should be able to see is that the root system of these trees is what's going in. The root system is going into the water and pulling the water up before the water can then push the salt up to the surface. That's what the root system does.
Wow.
Okay.
So we should plant more trees in Australia.
Well, here's the interesting thing. You've drawn this roughly to the correct scale. The amount of tree that is above ground is about the same amount of tree that's below ground.
Wow.
So if you see a 10-meter tall tree at Wesley, underground will be 10-meter deep roots.
Oh, that's really good.
that this makes sense.
Okay. So if you have 10-meter deep roots, that keeps all the water at least 10 meters down. If you had that 10-meter deep water come up and it starts pushing all the salts to the top, you're going to have much saltier water near the surface. This is actually probably not quite accurate. You're probably getting the water much closer to the surface. The water probably ends up coming all the way to here almost. Okay?
Wow.
You might see something a bit more like that. And then you're getting a lot of the problems in the roots. Okay? The water goes up because there's no trees to keep the water down. And so then what you have instead of these little bits of salt there, what you then have is you have this horrible thing where the salt just collects. The salt will just be pushed up into there. So once the salt's there, basically everything on the top's dead.
Oh no.
Yep. Okay.
So the soil actually goes wait. So the soil actually goes this way.
No, the soil doesn't go anywhere. The soil's still there.
So it's compressed.
If I give you a cup full of sand, can I pour water into the sand?
I guess.
Yeah.
It just makes it harder.
Because the dirt is going to have little spaces around it where the water can fit.
Uh-huh.
There's just no
But the
space.
salt doesn't.
Well, salt is bigger than water. Salt is huge compared to water. So it won't go.
What about soil?
Yes, soil's bigger than salt. So you have big soil, you have small salt, and you have tiny insignificant water that can just flow around it. Okay? This is a big problem in Australia. You lose so much farmland to this. So, if you had to design somewhere, I mean, this also doesn't really affect the way people build their houses. It does affect the way they farm, though. This is part of human-environment interaction. If you do something now, it might have an effect later.
I got an idea.
What's the idea?
Look at this. So you have something like this.
A man on fire saying no?
Oh, no. On the bottom. Can you see it?
Yes.
There's like a little rectangle, right? So you compress the rectangle with something like this.
Yeah.
And this thing is like from the top view. And then this thing goes down, and then it compresses all the salt to go down into the water rather than the soil. How's that? Like this. I'll show you. When you look at it in a 3D scale, like this, then you have something like this that is compressing this thing.
Water
Mr.
is,
Hendro,
And then
may I
this thing,
yeah, I'm sorry.
this thing,
Our time is up, by the way.
this thing goes down. And this box is hollow, like this. Oh, wait.
Why is
So
he
this
dying?
box is hollow.
So what? You want to press the water and filter out the salt?
Yes.
The
Oh,
salt-
no. Like you push the salt back into the water. How's that?
You're gonna make the but the roots of the plants are still trying to go down and get to the water.
No, there are no plants over here. There's just soil. Down here is soil. It's like when you see it like through, it's like down here is all soil. And this machine goes down into this thing. And then it compresses the
Can
salt
I make a comment?
inside the soil.
Can I make a technical comment just for a second? It is currently 12:32. Your next classes, I think, are starting. So I'm sorry about having to cut this short.
Sorry, Luke, you had a chance.
If you want to, this problem solving that you're doing, Luke, is very, very interesting. It's just that we have run out of time.
Where are you seeing this?
Okay, I will save this screen. How do you save this screen, Luke?
The screenshot.
You can control print screen.
I'll do it.
Okay. Control. Print screen.
Print screen.
Oh.
Okay, I think I've done that. I should have it
Sniping tool.
And who drew Joey?
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
what?
All right. I'll let you guys go. Can we get back to the main window, please?
Okay.
Luke, stop sharing.
Okay. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'll see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Bye.